Ready to go.
May I ask you, oops, sit on.
Hold on.
Hello? Oh. May I ask you to close your eyes and imagine. You've moved to a different country with your child. You don't speak the language. You don't know the system. You don't know your neighbor. You're completely alone. Please open your eyes. Now, that is the feelings that you've just had. These are real for the people and the parents that we've talked to over the weekend. These are the exact stories that we've heard over and over again. That is the cost of migration. And that is where Village comes in. Village is a map-based platform that will allow parents to build the safety networks that they've lost. They will be able to sign up and appear on the neighborhood map. They will be able to search by categories. So, for example, ages of children, interests, values, languages, explore profiles that seem interesting to them, message them, and meet face to face. Now, why is this powerful? We're not matching parents to just chat. We're matching parents for real life support. For the call that you get to make when your kid is sick. For the spontaneous play dates. For the help that is a given when a neighbor knows a neighbor. So a village is not just a group of people, it is a network of trust that enables people to share cultural heritage, to share customs, to share traditions, to make home feel like home. So 1 out of 4 people living in Switzerland are expats. And that number has been rising significantly for years. Just from 2022 to 2023, that number has risen by 11%. That market is massive and it is growing. Oh, sorry. These people are craving connections. The top 3 online expat groups in Switzerland have accumulated over 100,000 members. And this message resonates with what parents have been telling us around Zurich. They're feeling isolated. And that sentiment has also gotten to the private industry because one of our experts has actually told us that their company would be happy to work with us. So the sentiment has been made tangible. So how would we finance this? So we're thinking of 3 streams. Number 1, we're going to work with multinational businesses that hire large amounts of expats every single year. They're going to add Village to their onboarding packages. They're going to enable their employees to onboard more quickly and more sustainably. We're also going to partner with governments because they have agencies that are already paying for integration tools. And we are bringing the platform and the infrastructure to markets that are massively under-digitized. We also want to talk to communities, local communities, and individuals. But that segment, we're going to cross-finance with 1 and 2 because we want to enable that this service is made accessible to those who need it most. We, at the same time, want to make sure that the model is financially sustainable. So, we're expecting to break even in phase 1 by focusing on 1 city and connecting parent to parent. In phase 2, we're going to connect parent to local business, to neighborhood shops, the ones that carry the items that make you remember home, the local neighborhood events, etc. The list goes on. So in phase 3, we can scale, we can expand to cities in Switzerland, all over the world. Thank you very much. Please welcome the team. This went on. Oh yeah, there it is. No, they need to ask a question.
So can you tell us a little bit about competition? You mentioned the Facebook groups, but which other platforms do you see as competition and how you are better than them?
Absolutely, I can take this one. So thank you for the question. We don't actually see Facebook or social media as competitors. We actually see Meetup and any social media platform as a possibility to integrate, so that we could also bring on individual links and connect with those groups and actually use that as a way to reach out to already expats existing here in Zurich in our phase 1. We also saw that there are other platforms that are doing similar things, notably one called Peanut. Peanut is though connecting moms with moms, so it didn't really strike true because we do want to include everyone, parents, anyone considering themselves as parents, but also the people who want to really spend time with other families. So we really don't want to exclude anyone. There was one more competitor, Carefully, right?
They're doing share care.
They're doing share care mostly. And what we heard from our validation exercise is that safety is a huge concern, which obviously we understand. People don't want to leave their kids just with anybody. So we decided actually throughout the weekend to take the leap and say we're going to really focus on the events that also include the parents so that they can connect, to also avoid a little bit the isolation that happens, what we've seen in cities.
So from the people you talked to, isolation was their main concern on where they saw that such a platform could overcome it, or what was then like priority number 2? Like where do you see the biggest market?
I think the biggest market definitely comes from parents that want to connect. They want to feel that sense of belonging again, that sense of I'm part of a community, I know who to contact if I need an appointment for my child, if I need to go somewhere very quickly, I have someone that I can trust. And that is only I think that's only capable by doing so in person. You can't make connections that are that trusting online. Usually I haven't seen anywhere, and I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the main issue that they're targeting, yeah.
Yeah, so this is why we actually pivoted to expat parents, because it was very clear that they've been here sometimes 9 years and they're saying, hey, I want friendships with other parents. You know, I want to have people that go to the zoo with me, etc. They're not looking for share care, but they're looking for that village.
What would you say your go-to-market strategy is? Because it seems like their target customers are expat families that maybe are not as well integrated into the local ecosystem. And so I would imagine there's some tunnel or funnels that you would have to tap into to reach them.
Yeah, so this is why we're thinking we're going to start with big employers that have a lot of expats already working with them, because if we can get them on board, we get hundreds or thousands of employees already. And then also working with government agencies that will automatically promote our tool for new immigrants that are coming to Zurich, that will boost the platform usage. And from there, it's going to be easier to make it attractive for individuals and local communities to join, because there's already a user group. So.
Did you think about schools? Because I mean, I don't have kids, but I have a lot of friends, and their kids go to schools, and usually they have the WhatsApp group with the schools, and so how would you connect with that?
Yeah, so definitely. My girlfriend's a teacher, so I know firsthand that is a good target audience. We have thought of that, and I think it is a valid point to bring up. I think we need to talk about how to connect them, because it's usually in schools the children and not the parents. And I think we're trying to connect the parents with the parents and to create a sense of trust there. Usually we got feedback on the streets that the children already know other children through kindergarten, through other places. It's the parents that feel disconnected.